This is a 2024 Chevy 2500 HD, and this is Joe, our fleet mechanic and build master here at AmericanTrucks.com.
So good.
Joe's actually working on our square body giveaway right now, so while he's doing that, Aaron and I are actually gonna get to work on Joe's truck right here. But not before we do a quick burnout. Sorry, Joe. So the idea here with Joe's truck is to do kind of a new old style of build. And what I mean by that is a lot of the mods that we're gonna be doing to Joe's 2024 HD, we're actually gonna be doing to the square body 84K20 that we're building simultaneously, that we are actually gonna give that old truck away, which is awesome. But you'll see same lift kit on both trucks, same wheels on both trucks, same tires, exhaust, you get the point, and it's gonna look really cool. Very similar style, sibling build, if you will. But because this truck is a little newer, we're also going to upgrade it with things like the ADD bumpers, PowerStop brakes, Baja design lighting, and just make it a little bit more of a modern interpretation of that 84K20. So I think it's going to turn out great. Joe should be really pumped. We got to actually take it over to paint because we have a kind of a retro paint scheme going on with both trucks. And once that thing comes back, we'll get to work installing everything. Aaron, you ready, sir? Let's rock it out. All right, come on. All right, guys, this is an exciting moment because look what's back. That's right, Joe's ride is back from paint. Check it out, man. That turned out really, really well. So that's unripened green over Summit white, obviously both GM colors. And we're going for that retro vibe to match the 1984 K20 in our bay next door. Man, I think we nailed it. That looks amazing. Kicking off Joe's build here with a really nice lift kit from our friends at BDS. This is their 3-inch lift kit. In the rear, kind of a more traditional setup. We have the blocks, of course, with the longer U-bolts. That'll give us that altitude back there. But up front, since this is a torsion bar truck, obviously they give us the brand new cast iron keys. That's gonna get the front of the truck up a little bit more, and then everything will be damped with the really nice Fox 2.0s. These are killer. They kick in their really nice tubular upper control arms, and they also kicked in a couple extras for us. These are their upgraded tie rod ends. That'll be nice once we get the bigger meats on this thing for Joe and he takes it off-road, does some yard work back in his yard. No, these are the recoiled traction bars for Joe's truck. These are gonna basically lock down that rear end, make sure he gets great traction off the line. We're gonna get this thing installed now. We're gonna start with the rears because that's always the easy part. Let's go. We're relieving the tension. Ease the tension, baby, ease the tension.
The lock nuts on these bolts are
Quite tight.
You are tight like a tiger.
dang. Beautiful.
Hey, there she is. All right, guys, rear's wrapped up. Sway bar extensions are in. We're gonna move on to those beefy tie rod ends now from BDS. We actually have to drop down the diff as well to give you some brackets to basically space that out, and that keeps those CV angles nice and happy. We're not gonna put the brakes back on yet because you'll see why in a minute, but this thing's moving right along. So let's get these tie rods in and we'll meet you on the other side of this install. With the suspension wrapped up, we're moving on to our brakes. So we're gonna ditch the stock brakes in favor of a new set with the PowerStop Z36 truck and tow setup. Now these are a great upgrade from our basic stock brakes to a more aggressive slotted and drilled rotor and more aggressive pad. Now the big reason I love this kit is really those carbon infused brake pads, which are much more aggressive than your OE ceramic pads. Now this is gonna be better at reducing brake fade, which is perfect for Joe's truck because we know he's gonna be towing stuff. And it's also gonna really help out with those bigger wheels and tires. Guys, really exciting stuff here for our next part. We reached out to our friends at Flowmaster, said, hey man, what do you got for us for Joe's truck? They said, honestly, not much, man. I'm sorry. We don't make anything for the regular cab long bed truck until now. They cooked us up an American Thunder specifically for this build, and it is coming to the site very soon. This thing is gonna sound awesome with the 50 series HD muffler, 3-inch tubing, massive 4-inch tips, which you can have either coming straight out the back, or you can kind of angle them out the back behind the tires, which I think that's the look I wanna go for. Can't wait to get this thing on. Hopefully Joe digs it. I know he doesn't want anything obnoxious. This should sound kind of like right in the middle of the old loudness scale. So let's get it on, come on. All right, so the nice thing about this Flowmaster, and a lot of the Flowmaster kits really for the truck stuff, is that they give you pipes for just straight out the back like Aaron's got now, or out the back but kind of like 90 degree right behind the tire. Now we're kind of kicking around some ideas. Aaron, what are you thinking, brother?
I'm thinking we're going side exit on this one. I mean, this is for Joe, and he's going to be hauling stuff, putting trailers on, and we're also going to be doing bumpers on here. And with the side exits, it's going to clear all that area. We don't have to mess with them. If you ever want to deal with your bumper or hook anything up, you don't got to worry about running into your exhaust tips, because everybody knows that's the worst day when you bang up your exhaust. So it's just going to keep everything nice and subtle out of the way.
All right, guys, big build moment here. Of course, we're talking wheels and tires. We wanted to find something that would work with the old truck, but also something that would work with the new truck, and this was really the only option. This is the Vision 54 Cheyenne wheel. This is a 20x10 with a negative 25 millimeter offset, which sounds pretty aggressive, and it is, but we needed that to really fill out the fender wells here on this big truck. And as you can see, we got a nice girthy wheel and tire setup. Mickey Thompson to the rescue again. They always come through for us. This is their new Baja Boss all-terrain tire. It's gonna be a little bit quieter on the road, and that's what Joe wants. He's gonna be bringing his wife, his kid around in this thing. I think it's gonna be perfect, but there's only one way to find out. Come on. Wheel and tire time. Aaron, you ready? Some beats. Aaron's going to the flip.
You gotta pick lighter wheels next time.
Chrome dome or chrome wheels? What's shinier?
Great. It's a moment of truth, man. Ready to hear this thing?
Looks good. Let's see if it sounds good.
Here we go. Well, I think we're in a really good spot here. What do you say? Want to go next door and see how those guys are making out with the 84?
Let's go see how Joe's doing and check in on that, man.
All right, let's do it.
You done yet?
What's happening, boys?
What's going on, man?
Looking good, looking like a truck,
dude.
man. Well, we figured we'd take a little bit of break from your truck to see how you guys are making out, and looks good.
Starting to look like a truck. I'm working on the rear disc conversion right now. We just got the diffs back from rebuild, so the posie's in, all the bearings and seals are good.
This things look brand new.
Yes, they do.
Crazy.
But
They look better than the diffs on your truck.
the real treasure is under the hood here, because we made a ton of progress.
Look at all that freedom.
Yeah, cooling system's done, cold air intake system's done, all the wiring is pretty much run and connected. AC system's connected, all new power steering system and all new lines. So, I mean, we pretty much wrapped all the wiring under the hood, but now we're working on all the wiring under the dash. So once we get all that stuff pretty much finished up, we're gonna fill it with some fluids and turn the key.
Well, I'm sure we'll hear it because there's no exhaust on this thing currently, right?
Open headers at the moment. Yeah, so we're gonna have some straight dumps and shooting flames at the bottom. So
Kevin's running away. I think he's had enough wiring for this build.
Come back, Kevin.
he's so sick of wiring, and
scarred for life.
he's like, somebody help me. Joe's making me work too hard.
Well, listen, this looks awesome. Your truck is almost done. It's looking really cool. I mean, the similarities are uncanny, but yeah, this thing's look killer, man. Well, I'll let you guys keep grinding. Aaron and I are gonna get back next door and
let's
finish
get
up.
back.
All right, man. I'm gonna try and get some axles under this thing.
Looking good. bumper time here with Joe's 2500, and we got some really killer stuff here from the gang over at Addictive Desert Designs. This is their new Phantom winch front and rear bumper fitting the 24 and newer 2500 and 3500 HD. I've seen how they hand make these bumpers from scratch, and let me tell you, these are some of the nicest bumpers you can get on any truck. And this is gonna hug that front end really nice, and it's also gonna get some lighting on the front of the truck as well, which is another biggie for Joe. So speaking of lighting, Baja Designs came through. They kicked in some really killer lights for us. Right here in this little recessed area is gonna be the 20-inch on X6 white bar. Basically, it's a combo bar, but it's white LED lighting. It's gonna produce a ton of output, but you'll also see we have twin 10-inch openings here, and that's gonna be the S8 bars from Baja Designs in amber, so it's kind of a driving light. Not to forget here, we do also have the rear bumper, also the Phantom winch. This thing will retain all of your backup sensors, all that good stuff if equipped, and we also have a 3/16-inch aluminum skid plate from ADD to help protect the vitals underneath the front. So as you can see, we already got the stock stuff off, so now it's time to start bolting stuff on and see what these puppies look like.
They give you some options for their bumpers that are basically, they vetted, they know they work. Luckily for us, Baja Designs is one of those options, and it's literally the easiest light install ever as far as bolting it in. Now wiring it might be a little different, but that's where he comes in.
Oh yeah. She bright.
So we've actually run into a little issue here with some of our planned parts, namely the Barricade 12,500 pound winch. Now this is a newer winch from Barricade. We were really stoked to use it on this build. Unfortunately, once we got the control box mounted up top, went to kind of test fit the ADD Phantom winch, it's just not gonna work. This box is a little too girthy up top, and unfortunately will not allow our bumper to fit properly. So we're actually gonna use one of Deviate's winches instead. It's another 12,000 pounder, which is what you want for a big truck like this. A little bit more lower profile, so we're just waiting for that to come in. While we are waiting for that to show up, we're just gonna go ahead and mount up the rear, and then we'll get working on the side, and we're pretty much at the home stretch at that point. So they can't all be wins, but this is a minor setback for a major comeback, and this thing's gonna look pretty killer when it's all wrapped up. Sunshine and rainbows on these things. All right, so obviously we got the lights and the bumpers on, but as you can see, we still got some basic kind of work truck halogen lights. We have these nice bright Raxium reverse lights hooked up and the like halogen license plate lights. So maybe that's a nice thing to consider for stage
It's
two.
gonna add a little bit of lighting for now.
Yeah.
We can always come back and upgrade the rear end of this later.
Yeah, I think we need to get a consistent LED, but
Yeah.
we'll save that for the next stage.
Work truck stuff.
Give them something to do for crying out. We can't do everything for them, you know?
So we're coming into the home stretch on Joe's build, and one of the last things we're going to put on here is a little bit of creature comfort for him. We've got these sweet power side steps from Rhino. It's going to add a little bit of ease of getting in this new lifted truck. Got a truck bed coating, a little bit of a rib finish there just for some added safety, and it's going to add a little bit of protection and style to the underside of his truck. We're just going to bolt this on real quick and get it going.
Well, Aaron, moment of truth, brother. The truck is done, it's looking great, but now we gotta get Joe's reaction.
Yeah, I think we should get him in here and see what he thinks.
Sounds good, come on.
I've got butterflies right now, automotively speaking, of course.
Oh, here we go. Your new truck, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's a truck.
Damn right it is. Yeah, sure as hell ain't a
Yo,
car.
that looks so good. The color stands out the most, the stripe, I love it. But the bumper fits perfectly. It doesn't stick out too far, nice and tight.
Yeah, ADD does a great job with like getting all of the stuff you want on a front bumper, lighting, winch, but like keeping it low profile, which is my favorite thing about them. What do you think of the offset? Like we went a little aggressive because we wanted to have a nice stance on it, but we didn't want to be too rowdy. What do you think?
Honestly, I think the stance is perfect. It's got just the right amount of poke, a good amount of tread. It doesn't look like it's gonna rub anywhere. The wheels are perfect for the theme of the build in the truck. It goes so well with the stripe. It looks amazing.
Yeah, man, and the lift height I think is perfect too. Again, not too high. Just you can tell it's not stock, but it fits the 35s perfectly. And you see the Flowmaster peeking out there. I think the sound is just right.
Yeah.
It's not too loud,
Perfectly
you know.
subtle and deep
Right,
for this.
right. I think this
on
is
it.
an amazing combination of form and function.
Yeah.
So it looks good, but it's also gonna work hard and it's gonna look good doing it.
Speaking of some slight creature comfort,
Oh,
Yeah, I thought that was a rock slider. That's awesome. It's so cool.
Nearly forgot about this bad boy.
Well, that'll help my kids get in and out of the truck too, because I'm sure they're gonna want to play with it when they see Dad pull into the driveway with this thing. And they tuck up perfectly into the rocker where it's barely noticeable, but then adds that extra functionality. It's so cool.
Well, overall, buddy, you're digging it. 2 thumbs up.
I wish I had more hands. Yes, 2 thumbs up for sure. Absolutely. This is
Nice,
awesome.
man. I'm glad you're digging it. I know we had a good time working on this thing for Joe. He deserves it. He works hard for us here. And, you know, I can't wait to see him ripping around in this thing. Hey, don't forget to stay tuned for the K20 build that Joe's been working on. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more. So in the meantime, guys, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com for all things truck.